The story begins as Akane Nishina wakes up to her alarm, takes a quick bath, and gets ready to go to school. But the moment she opens the door, she remembers the horrible memories from her past. She used to be a famous actress. However, after a stalker tried to molest her, she took an indefinite leave from acting and focused on her education instead. She then set out for school. Still, she is bombarded with traumatizing memories from the past. She is then greeted by her driver waiting to drive her to school. She arrives at the school, and it's clear that she is very popular and well-liked by everyone. Akane behaves nicely with everyone, but her mood changes when she faces her classmate Minoru Kajino standing in the corridor. Akane hates him because he refuses to acknowledge her. He never looks at her directly and never calls her by her given name, even though they have been sitting in the same class for the past 3 months. However, during the day, Akane gets praised by her classmates as they think she is charming and friendly. However, she only uses this image of being a warm and loving person because she doesn't want anyone to hate her. She wants to forget her harsh past. Akane has missed some extra classes in the evening, thus, she stays in school till late. Meanwhile, Minoru also has extracurricular activities in his school, so he remains there. Akane then finished up her school duties, then heads home. She tries to call her driver but gets worried when he doesn't pick up his phone. Some evil men attacked her driver, and due to this reason, he can't pick her up. Akane waits for some time but then decides to walk home. This is the first time she has walked home after that unfortunate incident in the past. While walking in the dark streets, she suddenly encounters 2 suspicious men who try to abduct her by making her smell a chemical that knocks her unconscious. When Akane's eyes are about to close, she notices Minoru standing in the distance, looking at her. Later, Akane wakes up at an unknown location where the men try to have their way with her. One of them tries to take advantage of Akane, but she tries to resist as much as possible. Minoru was following them, so he also arrived at the location, and through his phone camera, he analyzed the situation inside. He then puts on a mask and enters the building by breaking the roof glass. He introduces himself as the stylish ruffian slayer. Using his crowbars, he defeats the first kidnapper. But the other kidnapper isn't immature like his partner. This man is an ex-military soldier who knows how to fight. He has great confidence in his skills, so he throws away his gun and challenges the masked warrior to a one-on-one fight. Minoru fights him ferociously using his crowbars, and during this fight, his opponent figures out that he is the one who killed several biker gang men, and he is known by the name the Balaclava Berserker. This realization scares his opponent as he knows he isn't an ordinary man but a trained killer. Minoru now gets serious and finally shows his true potential with the crowbars. He kills him and then frees Akane. He also advises her to be careful when she decides to walk home. Akane called the police and her father, who hid the whole matter from the public. She got back to her normal life. She wanted to thank her savior but didn't know his true identity. In the next scene, we see that Minoru has wanted to be a superhero since childhood. This is a dream of many children, but unlike others, he never outgrew this desire, and it became more and more powerful. He started training in different fighting styles to be mighty but soon realized that no matter how powerful he gets, he can never be as powerful as he wishes. He can't possibly fight several armed men or a nuclear bomb, so how will he save others? The next day at school, Akane behaves as if everything is normal. She again encounters Minoru and greets him, but to her surprise, he looks at her directly and calls her by her actual name. She then feels that she and Minoru are similar as they wear masks to blend in with the public. Minoru wishes to be the eminence in shadow, not a typical hero but a vigilante working from the shadows. Minoru's dreams were cut short when he was killed in a truck accident. However, he got another chance to chase his dreams as he was reborn as the son of a noble family in another world. His new name is Sid Kajino since he opened his eyes to this new world, and he was happy because he sensed that this world was different from his previous life. He could feel magic here, which could help him achieve his goal of becoming a true hero. He wasn't the only child in this family, as he also had an older sister, Claire, whom everyone had high hopes for. Everyone felt that Sid wasn't as talented as Claire, but in reality, Sid hid his true potential as he always liked to work from the shadows, away from the spotlight. The weak, timid boy changed into a ferocious vigilante as the sun went down. He has a special slime suit, immune to all sorts of attacks. Using this power, he killed the bandits and took the money they had stolen earlier from people. But just as he was about to go from there, he heard a strange sound from a cage, and when he came near it, he found a strange creature that was neither human nor animal but something bizarre. He sensed magical powers from it, so he took it home and experimented on it. One day he finally managed to control this magical creature, and he was shocked to see that it was an elf girl who, for some reason, had turned into this creature. Sid notices the situation and finally fulfills his dream of becoming the eminence shadow warrior who fights against the dark forces. He introduces himself as Shadow and tells her she is a descendant of the heroes who killed the evil demon Diabolos, and she was cursed, but now he has freed her. He also tells her that some people want to resurrect the evil demon in the present world, and he wants to stop this from happening. He then asks her if she would like to join his cause, and she happily says yes. Sid then gives her an outfit similar to his and the new name Alpha. He says their vigilante organization will be called Shadow Garden. Sid's elder sister spars with him, but he pretends to be an amateur fighter, while in reality, he is far more powerful than her. He acts weak in front of her and others, giving him the perfect cover to do his night vigilante duty. Like other nobles, Claire turns 15, so she is supposed to be sent to the Royal Academy for knights. But she vanishes the day she is supposed to be sent to the academy. It is thought that someone kidnapped her for ransom, creating great chaos in their home. Sid's mother gets furious at her husband, whom she blames for his daughter's disappearance. Sid is also worried for his sister, so he asks his shadow warriors, who have grown since Alpha's induction, to fight clues about Claire's disappearance. Later, Beta comes and briefs him about the progress of their investigation. She tells him that they believe Diablo's men are behind this, as they believe Claire is also a descendant of the heroes. However, Beta is not sure where they have taken her. Sid somehow guesses their location, and this amazes Beta. She praises his analytical skills. Meanwhile, Claire is tied to metal handcuffs, and a man comes to talk to her. He mentions that Sid cured her when possessed, and Claire laughs at this. She tells him that this is not possible as he is too weak. The man says he must still learn more about her brother, which makes Claire lose her temper as she is very possessive about her brother. She breaks free of her handcuffs and tries to attack the man, who quickly knocks her out. The man gets a message from his subordinate that some people have attacked their location, and these intruders are killing their men as if they were nothing. The Shadow Garden members attack the enemies while Shadow himself stays behind. The evil boss tries to escape after failing his mission, but coincidentally, he meets Shadow. They both start fighting, and he soon learns their power difference is too much. He is no match for this young boy who makes him feel like an immature swordsman. Just as he is about to be defeated by Shadow, he thinks in his heart that perhaps this man can defeat the dark forces and humanity will be saved. He drops a pendant with his daughter's picture and dies. Claire later broke her chains and got home, and due to her brave spirit, she healed overnight. And the next day she left for the royal capital to join the academy. Sid also hoped to go to the academy very soon, but meanwhile, he has his job to eliminate evil. Sid is still thinking about his future when Alpha and others suddenly come to him and tell him they are leaving. Sid is confused by their wish to go. If you want to see more fantastic anime recaps, check out this video right here.